never become wealthy. Mistakes that can bankrupt you, even if you're making good money. Money is a tool. It either works for you or it turns your life into a financial nightmare. And if you don't know the basic rules of money management, it will work against you. It's like playing chess without knowing the rules. You will lose every single time. In this video, I will show you the 15 most common financial mistakes people make without even realizing it. These mistakes separate the poor from the wealthy, the successful from those trapped in an endless cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. And most importantly, I'll tell you how to avoid these traps and forever change your financial destiny. You'll learn why credit cards are sabotaging your future, how bad habits are keeping you broke, and how you're losing money right now without even knowing it. This video could literally save your financial life. So watch until the end. Because if you don't learn about these mistakes now, you will learn them later, when it's already too late. Imagine you're about to build a house. You buy expensive materials, hire the best builders, but your foundation is made of sand. What happens when the first storm comes? Everything collapses. This is exactly how most people treat their finances. They believe income, investments, and big purchases are all that matter. But if your foundation is weak, everything will fall apart. Today, I'll show you 15 mistakes that are silently destroying your financial foundation. The first mistake, not having a budget. If you don't know where your money is going, you've already lost. Most people get paid and immediately start spending without realizing where their money is going. Then they complain about not having enough money, when in reality, they just have zero control over their finances. Wealthy people know exactly where every dollar goes. They plan, allocate, and track their finances. You should too. Even if you think it's boring, remember, being broke is a lot more boring than being in control. The second mistake, living only for today. Have you ever heard the phrase, "You only live once"? This mindset is why millions of people grow old with nothing. Yes, enjoying life is important. But if you live as if tomorrow doesn't exist, one day it will come, and you'll realize you have nothing. People who never save money always say, "I can't afford to save right now. My income is too low. I'll start saving when I earn more money." They wait for the perfect moment, but it never comes. Why? Because the more you earn, the more you spend. This is called lifestyle inflation. You start buying more expensive things, eating at fancier restaurants, upgrading your car, and your expenses rise with your income. If you don't learn to save and invest now, you never will. Think of your money like seeds. You can spend them today, or you can plant them and reap the rewards years later. The third mistake, using credit cards the wrong way. A credit card can either help you or completely destroy your financial future. How do most people use them? They use them when they don't have cash. They only pay the minimum balance. They get trapped in debt that grows faster than they can pay it off. Have you ever wondered why banks are so eager to give you a credit card? Because you are their business model. They know that once you start using it irresponsibly, you're trapped. Look at the world's richest corporations, their banks and financial institutions. They make money off people who don't know how to manage theirs. Don't be their victim. How should you use a credit card correctly? Pay your balance in full every month. Use it only for purchases you can afford without it. Never see it as extra money, because it's not yours. The fourth mistake, having only one source of income. Let's compare two people. The first works a stable job, collects a paycheck, and thinks everything is fine. The second also has a job, but builds additional income streams, investments, side businesses, monetized skills. Now imagine both of them lose their jobs. Who is in bigger trouble? Obviously the first one, because he relied on only one income source. There's an unbreakable rule among wealthy individuals. Never depend on just one stream of income. Look at Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett. They all have dozens of businesses, investments, and assets. They never put all their eggs in one basket. The fifth mistake: ignoring investments. Have you ever heard stories of people who worked their entire lives only to end up broke in retirement? They thought their salary was their biggest asset. But the truth is, the money you earn should not just sit there. It should be working for you. If you're not investing, you're losing money. Inflation erodes your savings every year, and if you're just saving without investing, you're already behind. The moment you start investing, your money becomes an army that works for you 24/7. Many people think investing is complicated and risky, but you'd be shocked at how many successful individuals started with small investments that changed their lives. Just look at Warren Buffett. He started investing at age 11. Today, he's one of the richest people on the planet, and his wealth is the result of time, patience, and strategy. The good news? You don't need to be a financial genius to invest. Start small, whether it's an index fund, real estate, or even launching your own small business. The key is simply to start. The sixth mistake: living without financial goals. Would you ever get in your car without knowing where you're going? No? Then why would you live without financial goals? People who don't set goals just drift through life, hoping they'll figure it out someday. But wealthy people know exactly what they want and when they want it. A financial goal isn't just, "I want to be rich." It's a clear plan. How much money do you need? How will you earn it? What actions will you take today to get there? Every successful person lives with a precise target in mind. Without it, you're just spending your life fulfilling someone else's dreams. The seventh mistake: not developing a wealthy mindset. Most people don't even realize how much their beliefs about money are holding them back. They say things like, "Money is evil. I'll never be rich. Rich people are just lucky." But if you think like this, you've already lost. The truly wealthy think differently. How can I earn more? How can I multiply my money? How can I solve a problem and create value? Tony Robbins says, if you want to change your life, start by changing your mindset. This applies to money too. Change your beliefs, and you'll change your financial reality. The eighth mistake: believing that money is evil. How many times have you heard people say, "Money changes people," "Rich people are greedy," or "Money isn't the most important thing"? This belief is ingrained in us from childhood. We are taught that money is something bad. But the truth is, money is just a tool. Money doesn't make people good or bad. It simply amplifies who you already are. If you're a generous person, having money will allow you to help even more. If you're smart, you'll use money to create value. But if you're lazy, reckless, or irresponsible, money will only magnify those traits. Look at the wealthiest people in the world. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates. They aren't just rich. They are building technologies that change the world. They invest billions in science, medicine, and space exploration. If money were evil, why do they do so much good? Wealth isn't about greed. It's about possibilities. The possibility to live life on your terms. The ability to help others. The freedom to create and make an impact. The ninth mistake: envying the rich instead of learning from them. If you hear about a billionaire and your first thought is, "He must be corrupt," then you are already pushing wealth away from yourself. Rich people weren't always rich. Many of them started from nothing. Grant Cardone was homeless at 25. Today, he's a multi-millionaire. Ray Dalio started as a newspaper boy and later built the world's largest hedge fund. Jeff Bezos began Amazon in his basement, shipping books by hand. Instead of feeling jealous, ask yourself, how did they do it? What can I learn from them? They aren't superheroes. They just knew something others didn't. The 10th mistake: not educating yourself about money. Did you know that schools teach us everything except how to handle money? We learn biology, chemistry, and history. But we're never taught financial literacy. And then we wonder why so many people struggle with money. Wealthy people never stop learning. They read books, study investments, and experiment with strategies. They know that financial intelligence isn't a talent. It's a skill anyone can develop. How can you start? Just start reading. Here are a few books. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. Principles, Ray Dalio. Knowledge is power, but only if you apply it. The 11th mistake, being afraid to take risks. Most people are so afraid of losing money that they end up never making any. They dream about financial freedom, but when an opportunity comes, they back away because it's too scary, too complicated, or what if it doesn't work? But here's the truth. You're already taking risks. You just don't realize it. If you keep your money in a savings account, you're risking inflation devaluing it. If you only rely on a single job, you're risking being laid off with no backup plan. If you don't invest, you're risking missing out on opportunities to grow your wealth. Look at any billionaire. They all took risks. Without risk, there is no growth. The question isn't whether you avoid risk, it's whether you control it. The 12th mistake, waiting for the perfect moment. I'll start saving next month. I'll invest when I understand it better. I'll start my business when I have more experience. This is the trap that 99% of people fall into. They wait and wait. And then one day, they look back and realize years have passed and nothing has changed. Here's the truth. The perfect moment doesn't exist. It never will. Steve Jobs didn't wait for the perfect moment to start Apple. He built it in a garage. Elon Musk didn't wait until he was a billionaire to build rockets. He invested everything he had into SpaceX. Warren Buffett started investing at 11. He didn't wait until he knew everything. If you don't start now, you probably never will. The 13th mistake, paying everyone else first instead of yourself. Most people, when they get their paycheck, immediately start paying bills, rent, loans, and food. And by the end of the month, there's nothing left for themselves. Wealthy people do the opposite. They pay themselves first. They invest and save before they spend. They see their money as an asset, not just something to be spent. If you pay everyone else first and then think about yourself, you will always be trapped in financial survival mode. If you pay yourself first, you build wealth. The 14th mistake, not using the power of compound interest. Do you know what all the richest people in the world have in common? They understand the power of time. Let's take two people. One starts investing $100 a month at age 20. The other starts investing $200 a month at age 30. Who will be wealthier by 60? The first one, because their money had more time to grow. Albert Einstein called compound interest the 8th wonder of the world. The earlier you start, the richer you'll be. The 15th mistake, thinking wealth is just about money. Money itself doesn't make you happy, but financial freedom does. The freedom to do what you love. The ability to travel, grow, and give back. The confidence to never stress about money again. Real wealth isn't just numbers in a bank account. It's the ability to live on your terms. Now ask yourself one question. How badly do you want to change your life? You just learned 15 mistakes that could destroy your financial future. But knowledge without action is just information. Right now, you have two choices. The first choice, do nothing. You can close this video, go back to your usual routine, and keep making the same mistakes millions of people make every day. One day, you'll wake up and realize that 10, 20, or 30 years have passed, and you're still stuck in the same financial mess. The second choice, take action. Start thinking differently. Start making different decisions. Start seeing money not as a problem, but as a tool. This choice will define your future. Let's break it down into simple steps you can take right now to change your financial destiny. Step 1. Analyze your life. Look around. Are you happy with your financial situation? If the answer is yes, great, you're on the right track. If the answer is no, it's time to make a change. Write down your financial habits. How do you spend your money? How much debt do you have? How much do you save? Be honest with yourself. You can't fix what you don't acknowledge. Step 2. Stop making excuses. People who struggle financially always have excuses. I wasn't born into a rich family. Everything is too expensive. I'm just not good with money. But excuses don't change reality. Every successful person started somewhere. The difference? They refuse to accept excuses. You either find solutions or you find excuses. Choose wisely. Step 3. Start building assets. Are you working for money, or is your money working for you? If you only work for a paycheck, you will always depend on someone else. But if you start building assets, your money starts growing on its own. Open an investment account. Start with just $50 a month. Find ways to make extra money. Freelancing, business, investments. It doesn't matter. Just start. Study wealthy people. Not the ones who flaunt luxury, but the ones who actually built their empires. Step 4. Change your environment. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Jim Rohn. If your circle is full of people who constantly complain about money, blame the economy, and never take action, you will absorb that mindset. Start surrounding yourself with people who think differently. Read books, listen to successful people, and dive into the world of finance. Stop discussing problems. Start discussing solutions. Step 5. Visualize your future. Fast forward 5 years. Where do you see yourself? Are you still stuck in the same financial situation? Or are you in control, building wealth, and living the life you want? If you apply what you've learned today, you will be in the top 5% of people who actually take control of their financial future. If you don't, you'll look back years from now and realize nothing has changed. What do you choose? This world belongs to those who take responsibility. Those who don't wait for the perfect moment. Those who step forward even when it's uncomfortable. Because fear is a sign that you are growing. Now it's your move. If you made it this far, that means there's a fire inside you. It means you're already on the path to change. Now, there's only one thing left. Action. Write in the comments, I choose financial freedom. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this. And if we hit 5,000 likes, I'll release How to Escape Poverty and Build Wealth from Zero. Your life is in your hands. Start now. Hit like, subscribe, and take control of your financial future. And remember, destiny is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. It is not something to be waited for. It is something to be achieved. William Jennings Bryan.